Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review right here, guys. And first and foremost, I do want to greet everybody a belated Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, guys. Okay, it is 2024 already. Time does go by pretty quickly, guys, and I do want to apologize because I wasn't able to make a lot of videos for December, and that's because my holidays were really jam-packed with work and family engagements, so I wasn't able to do a lot of videos. But we're back here, 2024, back on the grind. I've got a huge backlog of fragrances to review, so we're gonna do a lot this month. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel, especially that we are headed towards 20,000 subscribers. That's right, we're almost there, actually. So thank you for all your support. If you want to join the full bottle giveaway that I'm going to do once we hit 20K, all you have to do for now is to follow my Instagram at TroyD247 for the 20K full bottle giveaway, guys, okay? So thank you so much for your support. And the fragrance that we will be talking about today is none other than one of the latest Xerjoffs to come out. Matter of fact, I got the whole box of all the latest ones, so eventually I'll review them all. This is none other than Torino 23. Yes, Torino 23. This is one of the 4 samples that I got on my sample kit, guys, okay? And I was extremely intrigued about this latest iteration of Torino, especially since 21 was such a mainstream hit. And then Torino, some people actually loved Torino 22 over 21. And I do have a comparison video. If you guys have not seen it, check that out. I'll link it at the end. Now, here's the thing I like about the Torino series, as well as Xerjoff as a house in general. Xerjoff has a very extensive and diverse library that caters to different tastes, different people, different usages, actually. And that is why I love the brand. There's no real singular way to describe Xerjoff because they've got so many different things. And this is definitely not an exception right here, because Xerjoff, the Torino series, really, these are not flankers of each other. And if you want to look at this fragrance objectively, as I did, I think you have to move on from the fact that Torino 23 ain't gonna be Torino 21, you know? And Torino 21, in my opinion, was, you know, something that's more of like a Fragcom-born popular fragrance. Torino 21 with that spearmint was really popular with the mainstream guys. And really, when it comes to that, if it's a mainstream popular fragrance, it gets viral real quickly and it spreads like wildfire. And what I do like about Xerjoff, like I said, is that, you know, they didn't really completely capitalize on the popularity of Torino 21. I mean, they did make a 22 and a 23, but these are all totally different fragrances. These are not flankers of each other. They're totally different. And so that made me really curious about 23. And of course, if you look at it on paper, the notes are pretty intriguing as well. So today I'll be giving you guys the lowdown on Torino 23. Let's go spray this thing right now. Okay, guys, now let's talk about Xerjoff's Torino 23. 21 was your spearmint freshie. Torino 22 was your saffron, kind of like a fade to black gradient fragrance. What is 23 about, guys? Now, one thing I'll say is that you cannot just look at the notes, because if you look at the notes on paper, I'm telling you right now that that's not exactly what you're gonna get when it comes to delivery of this fragrance. The first thing I want to say about this fragrance is that this is a core type fragrance. And if you've noticed, if you've been following my last videos, I've been reviewing a lot of these core type fragrances for the past like maybe 4 to 5 reviews. And this is kind of like a term that I made for myself as kind of like something to reference with when it comes to these types of fragrances. And I guess that's why a lot of you guys love my reviews, because I describe them pretty well. But a core type fragrance basically has a powerful core, and that might not even be the top notes right there. So the mid usually is the strongest part of a core type fragrance, guys, okay? And it's beaming out, it's strong. It usually comes out on the first hit, first minute as you spray the fragrance. You already get the mid notes part of the powerful core of a core type fragrance. And if you guys are wondering, well, what are the top notes for then if the core is so powerful? So usually in a core type fragrance, the top notes are actually more like accessory notes to enhance the overall sensation or smell of the core, guys, okay? So that's precisely what you get right here with Torino 23. Torino 23's core is mostly made up of white florals. That's right, and that's basically your jasmine, your tuberose, as well as your neroli, okay? So it does have a very potent and strong white floral core, guys. But the thing that I like about this fragrance is that more than just that, it is the blend, it is the top notes, it is part of the mid that creates an overall fusion that really creates a great sensation, guys, okay? So first and foremost, yes, you are going to get the tuberose, you are going to get the neroli, you are going to get the indolic jasmine as the first hit of the core of this fragrance. But the one thing that they probably don't talk about here is that there is an aldehyde bergamot blend. That's right, aldehyde bergamot blend. The aldehydes right here, guys, definitely it's not here on paper, but you can smell the aldehydes here in the intro of Torino 23. And it does make sense because usually you have that aldehyde bergamot blend. And the bergamot, of course, a lot of y'all are maybe expecting some lemony blast, but it's not because it's a low-key, kind of like the rays of sunlight type of bergamot to give it a glow, a really heightened sense of freshness, but then it is also mixed with the soapy aldehydes, guys, okay? So that is what I got when I smelled this fragrance, you know, quite a few times, is that you do get the soapiness, some aldehydic blast with some fresh bergamot to add to that floral, that white floral core that comes out right here. Very, very mood enhancing, very fresh, and very bright indeed. Now, the other thing that's so cool about the intro of Torino 23 is the spice component. And again, the spices here come in pretty much at the same time as the core. So as you are enjoying this mood enhancing aldehyde bergamot mix with the white florals, you also have kind of like the base of spices here, guys. And nutmeg, indeed, and cardamom, these are really nice, sweet, spicy notes that we all love from fall winter fragrances. And these spices provide a contrast, a balance, a base, if you will. So you're not really truly getting full on like white florals. Of course, you're going to get some strong white florals, but it's not full on because you also have a spice component that when put together, again, it's a very, very nice fusion indeed of your heightened aldehydic soapy bergamot, your white florals, and then a base of spices, cardamom and nutmeg to create this beautiful intro. And not to mention the initial sillage and projection of Torino 23 is an aura scent. And this is something that to me is my ideal sillage. It's not like a room conqueror or a room projector, and it's not like a personal scent either. Definitely people around you 4 to 5 feet will smell you. It will create a scent trail. It is very, very mood enhancing. I said that a million times, guys. And ultimately my impression, right, once I smelled this, I was just like, man, this is to me one of the ultimate vacation scents that I've ever smelled, because A, it's mood enhancing, B, it's relaxing, it's also grounded and balanced. And so really this is one of those that I think if you're on a 2 to 3 week vacation, this is something that I would spray on myself to really tell me that, hey, you don't have to come to work. You know, you don't have to come to work in 2 to 3 weeks. Relax, enjoy the view from your villa in Bali or whatever, you're in Italy. Enjoy the heavenly feeling of these white florals as they beam on, relaxing and nice. I really feel like this is one of the best vacation fragrances ever. So the thing about core fragrances that I like is that if you like the core mixed with the additives, the accessory notes right there, is that they last pretty long. And the coverage of this core lasts up to 5 to 6 hours, guys. Okay, so you're getting a really nice coverage of this core. And if you're wondering what are the changes as we go along, well, here's the thing that I really like too, is that this fragrance, Torino 23, does have an opulent side. That's right, an opulent, classy, luxurious side. Well, I mean, definitely it's Xerjoff, so they're gonna do something like this. But if you're wondering where the rose went, where the ylang went, that is basically the opulent side of this fragrance right here. As we go along and the brighteners, the bright aldehydes and bergamot kind of wear off, and as the white florals head towards the next floral, big floral is definitely going to be ylang ylang. And ylang ylang is a yellow floral that's used in a lot of opulent fragrances. And if you haven't, smelled that before, this is a great opportunity to do so. Roja uses this a lot. And so ylang ylang is really the base floral right here of the mid and the latter mid, and you have a very low-key rose mixed in with the spices to really create this opulent feel with the ylang ylang. And this is something that I noticed as I went on with smelling this fragrance, and I was just like, man, okay, this is I don't know how to pronounce it, Bal Harbour. This is like the malls in Miami. This is some Bal Harbour, this is some Abu Dhabi, this is some like Firenze in Italy type like fragrance, because it does have some opulence with it as well. It's perfect for those kinds of cities, backdrops, aesthetics. Definitely this rose with spices and ylang adds for a beautiful mid of this fragrance. It still has that floral sensation because of the ylang, but you'll definitely feel something very regal and opulent about this mid right here. Now, this fragrance right here is incredibly balanced. It's really incredibly balanced, and that's why I thought about this fragrance as a great vacation scent. It's not just restricted to the white floral nature of it, the white floral core, because as you are getting the aldehydes, the mood enhancing part, you're also getting spices. And as you are getting those spices, you're also getting ylang, and then you're also getting rose as well, and woods. And so this is a very balanced fragrance, guys, and you can really truly use it in different scenarios. You can use it in AC environments, you can use it in hot summer days or nights, but then it's also got some comforting feels for the colder weather as well. So it's indeed very, very balanced. And that's another thing that I like about Torino 23. Okay, now let's talk about the dry down of Torino 23, which I would say starts in the 6 to 7 hour mark. So we really have a lot of coverage of the start to mid of this fragrance. But this ending right here to Torino 23, to me, feels like a vacation as well. It feels like the end of the day in a nice vacation spot, whether it's Italy or it's in Greece or it's in Baraka Islands, I don't know. But definitely in the end, where there's a sunset, there's a comforting villa to go home to and nice sheets to sleep in. Definitely that is what the ending of Torino 23 is about, because you've got a combination of patchouli, cashmere wood, as well as amber right here. The cashmere wood, which is basically a combination of woods and musk, does provide a comforting blanket that comes in here in Torino 23. And the patchouli definitely still gives that aroma. I feel like it is a continuation of the spicy base of this fragrance. Not, again, putting it more towards the uplifting part, but balancing it out. I feel like the patchouli is that final aromatic, earthy conclusion from the spices of Torino 23. But definitely, guys, musky and woody, comforting right there. Amber does lend a slight sweetness towards the end, but definitely to me, it feels like the end of a vacation day where you are snuggled up in your comforter and it's really, really nice. Time to go to bed. That is the gradient, comforting feel, the ending of Torino 23. Now, total performance of Torino 23 is over 12 hours, guys. Okay, so the performance is not lacking in this fragrance. And again, that initial sillage and projection is an aura scent. And if you're asking me if this is a full bottle worthy scent, I would say so, especially given that the price of this fragrance is not at a total premium, guys. It is about $197, and that's a far cry from your $700, $800, $1,000 Rojas that utilize, or even Bodicias that utilize, that white floral base for opulence. This one does have an opulent feel to it, but there's also, like I said, that casual feel. Like, when I think about those travel vloggers. I think it's called, I think they're called Sam and Victor. They're a team, and I do watch a lot of their aesthetic travel vlogs. Like, this is the type of perfume I would imagine them to wear as they're going through it, because there's also something about this. Maybe it's the uplifting aldehydes and white floral core that really makes you feel casually nice. Though it's casual, it's nice with a hint of opulence. If you ask me, again, 200 bucks, this is a good deal for this fragrance right here, guys. Don't look at it as like a continuation of the Torino series. Don't buy this because of the Torino series, but rather buy it for the usage, guys. If you categorize your scents based on usage and feel, and that's how I do it, guys, definitely you will be happy to add this to your collection. Also incredibly unisex. I think that guys can wear this, can pull this off. The girls will definitely enjoy this, but I think the guys can pull this off because of that balance. Your patchouli, your spices, your rose, to really balance everything out, all the different florals right here. It's definitely not Cardinal Flower. I don't know why people compare it to Cardinal Flower by Frederic Malle. It's definitely not that, but it is its own white floral concoction, care of Xerjoff right here. I do like this scent. And that is it. That is my review of Torino 23. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this fragrance and how does this compare to the others that you've tried, guys. Okay, is this something for you or not? Let me know in the comments below. And again, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, as we head towards 20K. Again, if you want to get into the giveaway, the 20K giveaway, again, follow my Instagram, Troy247. Say hi to me. Drop a hi or hello, or, tell me that you're from the channel, that you're a subscriber, and I'll definitely say hi back. Okay, so until then, I'll see you on the next video, guys. God bless. Take care. Peace.